Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Zainab. I am a wedding planner, a wedding blogger. Thank you so much to my new subscribers for subscribing. Thank you to my old subscribers as well. So today I'm going to be talking about tips on how to plan your wedding. I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step guide on how to plan your wedding. So if you want to plan your wedding, if you're getting married, if your friend has asked you to plan her wedding or his wedding, just stay right here, do not go anywhere. So today I have a companion on my phone. I have the steps or the tips listed here, so I'm going to be looking at my phone and talking to you guys today. Yes, so let's get started. Okay, so the first step I would advise any bride or anybody planning a wedding is getting a notebook, getting a jotter or a pen. Go everywhere with it, because you can get inspiration from anywhere. Like, somebody can even tell you something and you can actually use your phone, but I don't know, for me, I just feel very comfortable writing. Maybe because I like writing, I just feel very comfortable writing any little thing I write. And besides, your phone can even get missing as well. But yeah, just have like a jotter or something. So my number 2 wedding planning step is your wedding date. Yes, you are engaged to be married, you need to get a date when you want to start planning your wedding. Yes, you need to get a date, because it's going to help you a long way when you start dealing with vendors or your event planner. They will definitely ask you for dates, and you don't want to start stuttering and saying I'm not sure. It will make you look very unserious. Even if there is no specific date yet, there should be you should know the month you want to get married in. And so many things need to you need to put so many things into consideration. Your siblings, do you want them to attend the wedding? If they are still in school, you need to ask them when they will be free. They hope they are not going to be having exams on that day. So many things. And you also need to consider your partner. When is he going to be free? You guys should just fix a date that is very convenient for almost everybody. Because it's not possible for you to get a date that is convenient for everybody. So my number 3 wedding planning step is knowing the type of wedding you want. Do you want a big wedding, which is called Owambe? Yorubas call it Owambe, or even Nigerians in general call it Owambe. Do you want an intimate wedding? Do you want a beach wedding? What type of theme would you like to incorporate in your wedding? Would you like your profession? Are you a banker or a doctor or a media personality? Do you want it to be incorporated in your wedding decor? All these things need to be put into consideration, so that we would know, or the event planner would know, where he or she is going. People don't start wondering all about. And if you just want like a normal wedding, you don't want any theme incorporated in your wedding, it's fine. The wedding is not about theme, but if you want a themed wedding, you should know the type of theme you want to incorporate in your wedding. So my number 4 wedding planning step is choosing your bridal party. You have your date, you know the type of wedding you want. So the next thing for you to do is choose a bridal party. Choose your friends, because they would help you a long way. They will help you with little runarounds. Even if they are not primarily planning your wedding, they will help you with little things that you can't ordinarily do. They can't their job is not just on your wedding day. Their job starts even before your wedding, helping you with your planning process and stuff like that. You should know that choosing your bridal party should be done very carefully. Don't just choose anybody. Choose people that would prove really helpful in your wedding planning process. Even people that will prove really helpful in your, on your wedding day. Okay, for me, I would advise you to pick people that are very cheerful, people that can dance, that would make your wedding lively, bring life, cheer you up, all those kind of things. Choose people that will bring positive energy to your wedding. Eliminate people that will bring negative vibes to your wedding, please. So the next wedding planning step is knowing the number of guests to expect at your wedding. You don't need to know the exact number of guests, you just need to know the rough estimate of the number of guests that you should expect at your wedding. You should also confirm from your parents as well how many guests they are expecting, so that you people will be on the same page basically. Because when you start dealing with your event planner, your wedding planner, you would definitely need to know the number of guests that you're expecting at your wedding. If it's 500, if it's 200, if it's 1000, and so forth. The next wedding planning step is making a budget. Yes, you should have a budget. You know the number of guests you want, the type of wedding you want as well. This would help you in planning your wedding budget, because without knowing the type of wedding you want, you can't plan your budget. Some months in the year are very expensive than others, so you need to put that into consideration when making your budget as well. The next wedding planning step is hiring a wedding planner. You already know your budget, you already know what you are working with basically. So at this point, it is advisable to get a wedding planner. That's if you're getting one. If you're not getting a wedding planner, just skip this step. And when hiring a wedding planner, don't just go for any wedding planner you see online because they are popular on Instagram or anything. You need to do your research. You need to, even if they are popular on Instagram, you need to look at their works critically. Would they be suitable for you? Hope they are not too expensive for you if you don't want a very expensive wedding planner. So the next wedding planning step is sourcing for venues. And at this point, if you are hiring a wedding planner, your wedding planner would help you a great deal, because she can sort for venues. She would have to sort for for the venues. She would have to sort for the vendors as well, because she's in charge of the wedding planning process. When choosing a venue, a lot of things have to be considered. Is there parking space? Are the ACs cool enough? Do you like the setting of the hall? So many things have to be put into consideration. Even vendors as well. Do you have vendors that you want to cater for your wedding? You don't necessarily have to use her own vendors. You can use your own vendors if you have friends. After sourcing for these vendors, you have to book them. If you have gotten a vendor, you have to book the vendor. The next step after booking your vendors is going for your dress shopping. Don't even think about leaving your wedding dress shopping to the last minute, because it will be so problematic and troublesome for you. So just do it as soon as you can, so that you can rest, honestly. So when you go for your wedding dress shopping, you need to consider a lot of things. You need to let your designer know if you're planning to add weight, if you're planning to lose weight, so that they'll put that into consideration when making your dress. So at this point, you need to also start looking for dresses that your bridesmaids are going to wear. Also at this point, you need to let your partner know that he should start looking out for a designer that is going to be in charge of the outfit for the groomsmen as well. So my next wedding planning step is sending out invitations. So if you're going to be sending out invitations, you need to start looking at invitation card designs, or if you already have one, you can start printing them and start sending them out as well, so that those people that you are inviting would know your wedding date. You can even receive monetary gifts, which would aid your wedding planning process, and which leads us to the next step, which is booking for your honeymoon. Booking for your honeymoon at this time is like the best, because you can even get gifts from the people who you sent invitations to. They can send you money, and you can add the money to whatever you have, and get a better place for your honeymoon, and yes, everybody's happy. So my next wedding planning step is doing all your testings, from your makeup trial to your wedding dress fitting to your food tasting, and you know, all the other testings and tastings. If you need to still lose weight, you would know, so that you continue your weight loss journey, you need to attend the vendors meeting with your wedding planner. Your wedding planner must have had like an initial vendors meeting. So for the second and I think the final vendors meeting, you should be available if you can, so that you can kind of put a face to the vendors that you have booked. You know, tell them what you want. If it's the music, if it's for the music, tell the music, the DJ which music you would like, which music your parents would like. The MC, you know, tell him what you would like at your wedding, tell him what you would not like at your wedding. You know, the decor, tell her what you'd like. You know, just finishing touches at this point. So also at this point, your bridesmaids and the groomsmen as well, they'll need to do their fitting too, so that they would know if their dresses or their suits or whatever they are wearing needs amendment. And I don't know if they will need to lose weight, but yes, basically they will know if their dresses needs, you know, amendment, or if it's just like the perfect fit. Let them not go and add weight again. You guys have start thinking about your pre-wedding photo shoots, your pre-wedding video shoot as well, and also your friends are also supposed to be, you know, thinking about the bridal shower and the bachelor's eve as well for the groom. So my final wedding planning step is hotel bookings for your bridal party, and even for yourself as well. Most people tend to forget this and they just leave it till the last minute, which is not very advisable, because some hotels are usually fully booked during the weekend. So the earlier you book the hotel you want, the better for you. So guys, I think I have come to the end of today's video. Don't forget to show me some love, guys, by subscribing, by liking this video, by commenting as well if you can, and I'll see you guys in my next video.